Welcome to Story Ideas on the Fly, where we pick a random idea out of the hat and try to develop it into a workable story. Boys
Today,
versus girls.
we have a very special episode, Boys vs. Girls. We're going to have 7 minutes to take a story idea, develop it, and then the girls will take the same story idea for 7 minutes, develop it, and we'll see
what kind of weird differences we have.
Yeah. Okay. Ready to start the timer?
3, 2, 1. The hero and the villain are the same person.
Oh, okay.
So are we dealing with a possession situation, or a are we dealing with a multiple personalities kind of situation, or the person who we're following thinks he's the hero but turns out to be the villain, or solving and causing causing all the problems? What are we doing?
Okay. This to me, a possession type situation is probably the easiest.
Yeah.
And so, I do kind of like the non-possession option though, but it's a lot harder to work with. So let's just make it this easy and make it be he has a split personality type thing.
Okay. So if he has a split personality, are we going with the idea that he has a split personality in where the different personalities have different capabilities, or the two different personalities have the same capabilities, and you more have a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation where it's more just the evil personality just has the resources of the good personality?
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type situation works. The real question is, who is this guy? What is the conflict? What is the villain's goal? What's the hero's goal?
Okay, well, let's see.
What if it was actually that he had a goal? You have a guy, he has a goal he's trying to complete,
Mm-hmm.
and he's working to complete that goal, but he's also trying to work to complete a completely different goal at the same time, and he doesn't realize that these two goals are in complete opposition to each other.
What do you mean by that?
I'm thinking, okay.
Because personally, I think it makes... Are you saying the kind of thing where...
What do you want the stakes to be?
Possibly one of the motives is revenge.
That is a possibility. If you have it so that it's something where his good personality is very much I want to help people out, I want to protect people, bring them together, make this great... I don't know, maybe he runs an orphanage or something. And then the evil personality is more wanting to get revenge on a bunch of people that were caused problems for this orphanage in the past. You could have a fairly strong conflict there.
Ooh, wait, we don't even need multiple personalities then. Good idea. You have a guy, he's a great guy, and he loves and he helps people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
However, someone close to him, maybe like a younger sister or someone, dies, gets murdered.
Okay.
And he kind of goes on a almost vengeance quest. It's like, I'm going to go get revenge for this person.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's going, he also tries to help people. And so he's simultaneously trying to help as many people as possible while also seeking this vengeance. And his two motives start clashing with, he gets into situations where he's actually having to make this choice. And so instead of, like, can he beat the villain, it's which choice will he make type thing. And so he goes in and it's like, he beats up.
You make it so that the person who's in charge, who he's trying to get revenge on, it's not as much that the person is really all that evil. You could have had it so this person actually more accidentally killed his younger sister because he just didn't properly man some kind of equipment or something. And so this guy, the main character, really wants to avenge his sister, but he also wants to help as many people as he can, but in order to start getting closer to his revenge, he has to do stuff that hurts people, but he also wants to help people, and so then it's a trial of he's fighting himself, trying to not fall into this I want revenge so badly I'm willing to kill the people that are closest
Yeah, and
to
so
me.
he has, and then basically by the end of the story, he has to learn, hey, look, no, I don't want revenge. I have to let go of that type thing and just live my life even through the tragedies type thing.
That could be
Yeah.
fun. Would definitely be
I mean, we needed to develop it a lot more, but
oh yeah, a whole lot more. Like
yeah, yeah.
okay, well, I like the idea of giving him a lot of resources and having it so that the person he wants revenge on has even more resources. So I would
Okay.
say make it so that this guy is either give him a lot of resources in he has a very strong skill tree and then make it so he's something like runs a dojo with a couple of other things like that.
I like
and then
him, a
have
martial artist.
yeah, I kind of like that too. And then have it so that the person he wants revenge on is in charge of a construction company or something, and and the way that he accidentally killed the main character's sister is he didn't properly screw in a single beam while they were constructing something.
It would probably be better if it looked like
an
an intentional murder.
good
If
point.
nothing
So,
else.
how would we do that? Like an accident look intentional.
No, it could be intentional. It could be something he did out of desperation or something. Because the point isn't so much about ooh, here's what happened. Have it be there was a gang fight, and she got caught up in the middle of it. So she wasn't the intended target, but she was in the crossfire type thing. And so have it be just like, and so.
Oh, so you mean the kind of thing where we're going with this being he's trying to get revenge on the gang leader or something, but he's also still a very kind-hearted man, and so he's wanting to help some of these people, and when he actually knows what's going on with them, he's
and so the gang leader don't make the gang leader himself sympathetic, obviously, but have it be so that a lot of these you could have it be so that some of these gang kids are literally just in it not because they want to murder people, but because that's where the only place they feel like they belong, they can't fit into this world, and help him. He's trying to reform a lot of these kids. Oh.
Dang it, we just ran out. But he's trying to reform the kids while also trying to get the revenge, and now we have a fight between those two pieces of him where one wants to go kill this guy and one wants to go help all these kids.
We have to stop
We have to stop now. Let's go get the mom. Okay, guys, we're ready. Come on in.
Alright. I have a timer set, and here's your prompt.
Alright. Okay.
We will walk out of the room now.
Or if you want to sit back there and listen, it doesn't matter.
At this point?
Yeah, you can sit back and
they might
listen, just
start
don't
laughing.
say anything. Okay, somebody timer is hit. How do I
If
hit
they
this
start
timer on?
laughing.
I guess we just hit start and then we start reading it, right?
Hey, who knows? We might accidentally end up cutting this out.
Okay, go ahead.
We might not.
No, we won't. Go ahead.
3, 2, 1, go.
The hero and the villain are the same person.
Oh gosh. Okay, hero and the villain are the same person.
You could do this is kind of dark, but also, could be done at a kids show. You could have some kind of possession or some kind of situation where the person is periodically controlled by someone, although then he may not be the villain, but
Yeah, then they're not really the same person.
yeah.
Um,
Or have two people living in the same body.
or you could have something where, the villain is kind of psychotic and doesn't realize, kind of we used to call it schizophrenia. This is hard.
Now they call it DID, but yeah. You could do that. You could also.
Ooh. I like to do it this way. Let's make this somebody who has actually inadvertently caused the problem that he has to solve.
Yeah,
So
I do like that.
He was let's say this is fantasy, and he is a magic user. He's a student learning magic, and he is trying to learn this great spell that will do, something really helpful.
Yeah.
It goes awry, and instead
He thinks he's planning the ultimate spell, and instead of it coming in and doing all the wonderful things he thought,
he opens up a dimension
finding
door
out
to
he actually
demons.
created
He creates a huge monster.
Yeah.
He something like
I like
this.
him doing something that he thinks is going to be good, and it does what he wants it to do, but
It also
not
does
in the
something
way
bad.
he thought
right.
it would.
Okay.
Like it comes, oh, this will end all, I don't know, not quite will end all
Kinda like
poverty
the
by
idea-
killing all the poor people, but something along
Yeah.
those lines where
We're
let's
going
not actually
to
kill people,
yeah, but the idea of
move
we're
people.
going to grant people wishes. It sounds so wonderful. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to grant you your desires. We're going to give you your wishes, and then you get those, and it's like, yeah, that
There's a
probably
reason
wasn't
that's
so
not
smart
an
anyway.
unlimited.
Okay, so what do we want to give him? What does he do that
Let's
is so
see.
bad
We want
that he's
him
then
to.
got to go and be the hero to stop his own?
Let's
folly.
see. We want him to take. It's got to be something that sounds really good, well-meaning. Let's. Could you have something that makes everyone be good?
Or makes everyone be happy? Or
Ooh.
makes everyone
Mhm.
yeah, you could do something
Could
like
do
that.
something like that where it's some kind of, I don't know, mind control, or it forces everyone to feel happy even when.
Yeah, there are times you shouldn't be happy, guys. These people are like, oh, you should always be happy. It's like, no,
Not
you
always.
shouldn't. I'm so glad to hear that you've got cancer. Great it was you were in that automobile accident. There are times
It's perfectly appropriate to be
to
sad.
not be happy, right? So
Uh-huh.
it could be something that sounds good. We oh gosh, I don't know what the boys were saying because your kids were making a lot of noise and we were out
Sorry.
listen anyway.
But
But
okay, we've got
3. So
not a long time.
right, okay. So we need to figure out what this is. I kind of
Okay.
like him creating something that is physical, a monster, where he's going, I was trying to come up with something to protect people, and instead he creates monsters that attack. I'm trying to, what if you had him saying, I'm trying to mutate these animals so that, we don't have to put soldiers on the line to defend our people.
Yeah.
We can enhance these animals. And when he does, but they enhance them and they attack them.
What if he creates an ultimate spell to protect humanity?
Okay.
It protects humanity, but at the cost of, it starts protecting them from whatever it deems, they need to be protected from. So, maybe a boy and a girl start dating. He's like, oh no, that's danger from heartache or something, and it starts separating, or whatever these golems or creatures do, they just start protecting humanity from whatever they feel like whatever they think they're going to protect them from.
Okay. So
then we have the villain of his own creation, but it is definitely a villain and a problem.
I actually would throw another villain in here, because if you've got somebody who is going to create this problem, yes, he's a villain, so it fits the prompt. But there's nothing to say that if
someone couldn't have misguided him to this in the first place.
Isn't something to say that if he creates these monsters, there isn't someone that's going to try to find a way to control them.
Someone who sees this situation and goes, oh yeah, protect the people from these things.
Kind of like if you had somebody reprogramming the robots.
Yeah, protect the people from freedom. Freedom's very dangerous.
Right.
Something. Yeah.
And so that gives us something for him to really figure out and overcome. A girl in this is simple, so I don't think we need to go into the love story because we don't have much time, because you're going to have someone where a friend, somebody he meets, it's going to be like, what have I done?
A friend to protect, a girl that he protects.
So we have a villain. We have a basic conflict. We have a, this is a lot harder than I thought it would be, by the way.
It's fun. I like it.
I don't know. Right. Are you guys laughing at us? Okay. We thought it was easy. Okay.
All right. So we've got, let's see. We could go different routes with the love story, but yeah, we've got, we do have another villain. Do we want him to be an opportunist, or do we want him to be someone who was manipulating him in magic school to get him to do this in the first place? Or a little of both?
Could be a little of both.
Could be a jealous schoolmate or someone who's seeing him, getting all the glory, and then he comes up with this idea and he starts helping him with the idea, but making it.
Oh, that could be interesting if you had this.
And then
be set
after-
kind of like at a magic school, and this guy is one of the top students,
Yeah.
and this other guy that's number 2 is so jealous of him and going,
Mhm.
yeah, well, hey, you could do this, and this would be so helpful.
Yeah.
And, you're the best in the class, you need to, or
Yeah.
a teacher that's trying to manipulate him because he's better
Yeah.
than the teacher is, or
So
something.
then he manipulates the kid into doing it, and then
All right,
the idea,
come
right?
save us.
I didn't feel like we were.
Oh, I felt floundering all over because it's just not quite gelling as to what's this problem.
All right,
what this
so
is.
how-
So where did you guys go with it?
So we actually had a modern day story.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And so you have this guy, he runs a dojo,
Uh-huh.
and he trains kids, and a lot of what he does is he takes kids who are down like gang members and teaches them to become productive members of society and stuff.
Okay.
But mostly through his dojo. So
Yeah.
I'll teach you
okay.
discipline, I'll teach you
Respect.
Yeah.
All those things. That
you know what a dojo is.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
the problem
He has
is
swords, yeah.
his little sister ended up getting killed in the crossfire of 2 gangs fighting,
Okay.
And he goes on an epic vengeance quest.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
And so now he kind of has this thing where it's like his little sister is now dead and he wants bloody vengeance. But he's a great guy, and he wants to help these people, but he's also like really mad and wants to get revenge on people.
Interesting.
and so
because-
now it's a fight between himself where he's trying to keep being the good man that he is and help these people, often bringing these gang members out of the depths of their despair and into the light, while
Oh.
also trying to get revenge
But he also
and
wants to-
bloodily
okay.
beat them
And
off.
one of the interesting things, though, is it's a conflict, and he's trying to have his cake and eat it too,
Right.
but you can't really in that case. And so a lot of
Okay.
story is, okay, I have to let go of this hate and just focus on helping the
And
people.
one interesting thing with
Very
that one
interesting.
would be he has been the one training these delinquent kids and bringing them up, and to have some of them turn around and save him at the end. And
That-
say
yes.
and to
Well,
turn
that would
around.
be very
Okay,
cool.
so we get to help you a little bit with your idea.
Mhm.
What about ours? What would
What do
be
you wanna
this
see
thing?
in
Would
the-
would he create monsters? Would he
Ultron.
create-
You made Ultron.
More or less.
Yeah.
You got a point.
You were describing Ultron. I
Wow,
literally
that's
looked over at
legit.
Michael while you were talking and just signed Ultron to him.
It's signing something to me, and I'm like, I don't want to sit.
Oh,
there
I
and lose
wasn't paying
focus.
attention to you at all. Sorry.
Yeah, Ultron.
Ultron. No.
Okay.
it's-
But so what you had with your story? So he creates something to protect the world,
Mhm.
and
then his own creation backfires on him.
yes, so
Yes.
you a lot of what you were talking about was more Ultron-like. I personally would prefer the idea of like a magic spell that like makes everyone happy or something, because the problem was he's the hero and the villain, which is funny. Both of us started with going, how about possession? And then we'll move to different ideas.
Yes, both of us did that.
No, you don't do that.
Okay.
We couldn't hear. Trust me, guys. We could not hear out there. We
My
were out of
baby was
here,
having,
and no children made sure we did not hear a thing.
Anyway, so
Yes.
so yeah, if you went with he just made a spell that made everyone happy all the time, that could be an interesting story. It would be hard to write because you wouldn't get the same depth of an emotion.
Actually done, a character like that who was one of the villains and her power was, I make everyone happy no matter what.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now,
It's a powerful spell.
if you wanted to go with the more, I want to fight a physical villain, then a Golem army of basically Ultrons would work.
Mhm.
Well, this is why it's also going. You could have your other villain
you
who
could
is
have
the
something-
teaching or the somebody.
And yeah,
getting
what
him
you
to
do
this.
is now at that point he's not the villain though; he's only the hero. He just created the villain.
Well, they didn't say they had to be
still the villain.
villain and the hero at the same time.
Yes.
They
True.
say the villain and the hero are the same person. So if he
Well,
does
if you want to
something
go
like
with that idea, then that would mean you'd want to go with time manipulation, though.
or
so-
Dr.
No.
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
yeah, there's lots of ways you could go
Yeah.
with this. Okay, anyway, we would love to hear your
Oh, yeah.
comments. Who do you think got the better idea? Which one would you go with if you were writing the story? If you've got totally different ideas, Give
And
us
should we do
ideas.
this again? How many times?
Yeah, do you
I
like
like the boys versus girls.
I enjoyed it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think we
that
should
was
do an
fun.
easier prompt next time that you two can have an easier time with, because
Next
it
time- I
confused
I
you.
think it was hard. I just thought
She was confused the whole time.
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah,
wanted to
I
make it more.
was. This was not gelling with
It's
me.
okay.
You
I
know,
thought
yeah,
it was
just-
interesting though.
Sometimes you just get a prompt that one person doesn't gel with,
It
and
was,
that was
it was
sorry,
going.
yeah.
I see something, but I don't quite have my hands on it yet.
Fair enough.
That's
Um,
fair.
so-
Retrospect Shakespeare, I was just looking at that going, what on earth do we do with this?
Yeah.
All
All right.
With it,
And the thing is, with
Oh,
four
yeah.
people,
So-
then one person doesn't know what they're doing. Okay, the other
It
three.
is easier
Yeah,
with
we
more
just kind of
ideas,
sit
but-
back and go, yeah, okay, I'll
But
take
when
this
you
one.
only have two people, it's much
Yeah,
harder.
Sorry.
Should we next time have 3 guys and 3 girls?
I don't know where we're getting the other girl from, but you know, hey.
Maybe we could get
Kind
Julia to
of
come over.
organizate.
She lives like
She
across
lives in
the campus.
Texas.
All right.
So-
All right, with that.
We will see you next time. Don't forget to give us prompts for our hat.